Wow. Thank you, Jack Ramsey. All right. Moving on, let's talk about BACW styles versus other styles. What do you guys think about that?
Okay. Wow.
Well, let me bring in a real quick, interesting note. One style that's different as far as BACW is this was the first time Jack Ramsey's ever showed his face. Yeah, it's the first time. This is going way back to like 2002, 2003.
Right.
This is the first time Jack Ramsey showed his face, and I'm quite certain other commentators, you've seen their faces. So,
well.
hey, that's one style. I guess BACW does different.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I've noticed, one difference I really do notice as far as like in-ring styles with BACW versus any other feds, especially those northern feds, is BACW, we wrestle more of a shoot style. We have guys who have like solid amateur wrestling backgrounds. Myself, the Melvin Bell, Fuji, Kevin H. Keene, Kirk Killings. He was a grappler at one point. So we really incorporate that amateur wrestling, that collegiate wrestling style into our style, and then of course we compound that with just the striking and just the stiffness. What I noticed about like those the northern feds such as 2KW and even ICW. They're a lot more flashy, and they use a lot of technique, a lot of chains, and that's something that we can do as well. And I guess that's where we really get our critique. I guess that's just how we get critique, because we go so hard out there. We don't really worry about trying to be so flashy, and that's what they really focus on. And
very spotty up north.
Very spotty.
I mean, I'm a man who does favor spotting, but to me, some of the northern matches that I've seen and have been the striking, everything you do in the match has to be hard, everything to make it believable down here. Like down here in the south, most of the feds you see in the south here, whether it was AWS, whether it was even how you say whether it was BWE, whether it was EFE, the southern style has always had sort of a more intense on the striking, more intense on the slamming. The slams are harder. Everything was always harder.
Hardcore.
Very much so.
And I wonder, California Kid, if they're pretty afraid of us.
Hey, I'm leaving out there. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and say it. Maybe, because the thing is, you can't hate on our style. Our style has always been, and that's another thing. I go back to this, the golden age of intensity dominated from 2007 to 2008. There was the North could not touch us during those years. I was heading that up, man. I watched it. I put my cousin T3 gets on there and can out talk anyone in backyard wrestling. It's wow, just wow. That's not to mention our matches were better, But I think the BACW style is just the next level up from intensity. Intensity had its day. Intensity was the standard. It was the ultimate standard. But now I'm feeling more like the BACW style is taking the reins, and we're going into a new era, as everything should be. Nobody should try to hold on and try to hold something back that's better. When something's better, you get behind it, you push it. That's how I feel about it. The styles, in terms of styles. Texas is pretty good.
Texas is pretty good.
They got their man. They have their way, man. Yeah, I do Texas. Yeah.
Okay. So you touched up on moving up and moving on, and speaking of that and transition, D-Money changed to D. Melvin Bell.
Oh, you're very slick, Erica. What a great way to make a transition. That's great.
I'm not okay. I definitely want to talk about this. I wanted to personally throw out, not to mention, just because of the improvement, he did beat me. Yeah.
You okay?
No, I'm not. But yeah, but yeah, he won. He did win. But I want to say this about the guy. Got into a guy who gets knocked down that much and still stays in it. There were notable things behind the scenes that also he had trouble with. He lost a lot at the beginning, and but not only that, just coming out as D-Money, and of course the Bam Bam, all the things that have built up. He's been very progressive, very progressive guy. Moving on, he worked, the whole gimmick with the money and everything. I thought it worked at the time for what it was, but I'm glad it seems he's finding more of himself in his wrestling.
Absolutely.
And that's good.
And one thing you should know is that he actually used to wear dollar boxers that had dollar
I
bills
saw
on over
those.
his pants.
That
was another significant change.
Wait, you mean like boxers with
boxers over his pants?
Weren't they like khaki pants?
Over khaki pants.
They were khaki pants. Because I remember.
Yeah, I saw him wear those at church before, ladies and gentlemen.
I remember when they brought. I remember this day like it was yesterday. I was up in the Smyrna studio, for GWC, and they had just brought y'all. I think it was near New Year's. They had just brought y'all's archives to us, to our library. I was going through those archives. And I think that was the one thing that stood out is that outfit. Man,
yeah,
that is good backyard there.
But to get into more depth with this, as far as like the change from the growth of D-Money into the Melvin Bell in early BACW back in which goes all the way back to 2002.
Oh yeah.
He was more of like a hardcore wrestler. You didn't really see him really utilize much of his amateur wrestling skills until he got more and more advanced with amateur wrestling. He moved up to the collegiate level. That's when you really saw that transition from D-Money to who you know now as the Melvin Bell.
It shows in the matches.
Because back then I thought he was real heartless. I say he's heartless.
Yeah, he did play a more heartless role.
Yeah.
He was, I remember he used a lot of hardcore weapons, and I heard his favorite was a light tube, man. This guy loved light tubes, and the infamous light tube massacre match with Fuji, man. That was one of my favorites. That was one of my favorite BACW matches. Y'all ain't seen that one, man. Check that, man.
That was pretty exciting.
That was a good one. That was one of my faves. But yeah, he when he got during his GWC years, I remember one of his best ones was you remember his feud with Kurt Killings. That was notable, man. That was some good stuff. That really brought back some of the golden age style of intensity, man. They were going.
I agree. I remember that match. I remember the first one when Kurt Killings took the big tumble from the top rope to the outside.
And the thing is,
he almost died out there.
The athleticism Melvin has. The athleticism. He comes right up from off the screen. You don't even see him coming. He's just like, whoa, Kurt Killings, man. You can tell he wet his pants on that. Oh man, I remember I was commenting. Oh my God, that was just crazy. That match had me on fire, man. I loved it. Love that moment. That was one of my favorite moments. This guy is giving us some of our favorite moments, coming out. But now I just see an intense wrestler in there, man. That guy, man, talk about grounder, man. Yeah, he worked you too, so good progression.
I agree.
Okay. All right. So let's change the subject. We're going to talk about Ryan North's success.
Ryan North, given the silver platter, but in his case, he was very deserving of it because he took it and he ran with it.
Yeah.
I like to speak more about Ryan North because we did have a 3-match series over the summer. And Ryan North, just like the Melvin Bell, but in different ways, Ryan North, he is the real deal. The Melvin Bell you speak of, you know him by his wrestling skills, his athletic ability. The guy, he's strong, he's fast. Ryan North, he's a veteran. He's very wily, he's very witty in the ring. And that's what's going to make him really, really hard to beat. And that's going to call for a very, very interesting matchup.
Oh, man.
Well, how about this? How about we ask Ryan himself? I think we have him online.
Yeah. Let's I need to talk to Ryan. Yeah, I want to talk to Ryan. Yeah, getting Ryan on.
So, Ryan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine in this very cold weather that I'm in. How are you, Erica?
I mean, I'm doing pretty good. I agree with the cold weather, though.
I've got a solution for your issue.
What is that?
Up in Canada we have this stuff. It's called beaver fur weave. It's high quality stuff. It's better than the stuff that you got right now that just when you sneeze it falls off.
So how does it feel to have universal health care?
How dare you patronize me, you damn American. Y'all are so foolish in everything that y'all do. Y'all won't even use the dollar coin that can save you $522 million a year, but yet you ask me about free health care. Well, I'll just tell you this.
I think. Well, there you go. There you have it. That was Ryan North.
Is he there?
I think he hung up. He ran him off the phone
on us.
Oh, did I get him that mad? Okay, we're gonna move right along.
Please do so.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah.
Okay. What? Really? Okay. Okay. Actually, I think Ryan's back on the phone.
Drop off that Canadian moose piss. It sounds like.
Here we go.
Ryan, are you there?
Yes, I am here. You twit. Here's the thing. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm going to talk about what's about to happen. About to happen to, what's it? T.M.B. But first, I've got to talk about the fan base of the BACW. The BACW has some of the weirdest fan base that I can imagine. Even weirder than BWE or the GWC. They've got fangirls. I mean, like Mr. Black Muscle. That's the Fred Yehi fangirl or fanboy, whatever he is. I don't know. Mr. Black Muscles, I've seen your matches. I do not like them. They are weird.
Fans, these are legitimately loyal and supporting fans, and these are people that that give us our juice,
support,
man.
yeah.
These people are probably, some of them are cheer for him, and you got Ryan. You're just gonna say that to people, man? Come on, man. These people.
I'm not done. I am not finished. You got some weird ones like this Mark 54 WWE Cena. I mean, she must be at home crying a river of tears knowing that John Cena's not wrestling anymore. He's fired. He's done. What a pathetic person she is. I mean, what's this, Daniel 80? I mean, get a life.
Wow.
The Marquista Bomb. Oh, wow, what an original name. I could think of a ton of better names than that. Why don't you just go roid up and be with Mr. Black Muscles? I mean, but it's not all about that. It's about me and what I'm going to do to T.M.B. Bell. It's just as simple as that. Now ask me a damn question.
Ryan, you weren't always like this, man. What happened, man? When did you become such a pompous fool, man? The fans are what give us our power. I mean, Fred, what about him? How can a man like that say that about the people?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he has fans, but him talking like that, he's just showing he's a hater.
I agree.
I agree. Ryan, that's on you.
I was going through head trauma a few years ago. They did not sympathize with me. They laughed at me. So what have they done for me? I did not get a title when I was going through that goody-goody two-shoes stage of my life, the head trauma.
Ryan North, the fans still laugh at you. I mean, I laugh at you all the time. What do you mean they laughed at you?
Okay? He's laughing now. He's laughing at yourself. I've beaten you before. You will never be better than me. But this is not about you and I. This is about what's going to happen and becoming Mr. BACW. Okay? You've had your chance. You lost. You're never going to get that again.
Speaking of which, Ryan, hold up. I remember the head trauma, man. That was a real tough time for you. But I mean, you tried your best. I mean, I remember when we met, you tried your best, man. Hey, it happens. It happens.
Do not patronize me. Do not patronize me. I am the best. I didn't try my best. I am the best.
You weren't the best then. You weren't the best then.
You cheated. You knocked me to where I was bleeding. And I continued my match. I am the stronger man. I win.
It was intensity. This wasn't BA. This was intensity, boy.
What are you, Damien Zadok?
Okay. Whoa, low blow, man. Low. Okay, whoa.
Go ahead.
Whoa, yeah, hold on, man. I'm my blow. Yes. Okay, hold on. Whoa.
It's about Ryan North and T.M.B. Bell. We don't want to get things personal. Next, we have Erica getting in the ring with Ryan North, taking their. That's. Let it go.